Oh, oh, welcome to the 12 pods of Christmas. Today is the third podcast of Christmas. Hopefully, we're in the swing of things now and everybody's enjoying stuff. Like I said in the previous episode, these are all pre recorded, so I don't know if you're enjoying it or not. But you've got another 9 after this, so drop a comment below and hopefully you are enjoying it. So, today's special guest is a good friend of mine. He's been on the podcast a few times. So, without any further ado, let's get that intro done and welcome Ben from Rocky Ridge Reptiles to the podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
The Christmas dinosaur.
You look fantastic. You definitely win an award for the best dressed guest of the year.
You see, Frank's being like a velociraptor. I needed to find the big Frank.
Yeah, no, definitely. So first of all, how are you and how Christmassy are you feeling at the moment?
Oh, honestly, I do this every year, dress up as a dinosaur and pretend that I am a Christmas dinosaur.
Yeah.
But I'm really good, thank you. Really
Fantastic. And you keep mentioning Frank, so could you tell me and the listeners who Frank is?
So Frank, I would get him out, but he would probably bite me because he'd be scared. He's a frilled dragon, so he's about 2 years old, male.
Brilliant.
And he's just super cool. For a lizard species, they are just brilliant. But
Fantastic.
it takes a lot of work to get them like handleable. It's every day, constant, and then they have a bad day and they won't go near you. So, but they are the best. Really
so
cool.
you're focusing, you're harnessing your inner Frank today by looks of things.
I am old school inner Frank.
Fantastic, that's brilliant. The listeners should hopefully be fully aware of what's going on now, but just in case they aren't, before I started recording these 12 episodes, I gave all the guests a list of questions. Hopefully you have some answers with you, and hopefully you can read them through your costume.
Yes, I'm all good.
Fantastic.
I don't know how good the answers are going to be, but
that doesn't matter. It's part of the fun. If anything, the worse the answer, the better the answer, really.
Well, that's boring. But the fact I've made up from it with my really hot suit on, it might be all right.
Yeah, I'm going to try and drag the podcast out as well to see how long you can stay in the hot suit for.
Honestly, that's why we get on so well, because we're just both as stupid as each other by the looks of it.
I'm sat in my shed dressed as Father Christmas at the moment. It is what it is. Right, so I'm gonna pop some background music on. Okay. Hopefully, sometimes it's a bit temperamental, but we'll do our very best. Hopefully, it's on. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I can hear it. There we go. Right. I've got a little sort of storyline to go through, and all the answers to your questions will make sense as we roll through the story. All right. So if you're happy, I'm going to get started.
Excellent. Let's go for it.
Cool. So let's set the scene. It's Christmas Eve. All the shopping's done. Santa's sleigh's fully loaded, and the sun has just started to set. It's a cold, crisp evening, and snowflakes are just starting to fall. Frank and family are on their way to the Christmas panto. They're driving along in their car, singing along to their favourite Christmas song. What are they singing to today?
Run, Rudolph, run.
And like I said, they're on their way to the panto. So what panto are they going to be enjoying this evening?
Jack and the Tree Stump.
Nice. That's good. I like it. They're not so far. We're good. They're not bad yet. Don't worry.
Good.
The pantomime is over. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves. So Frank and family are now back in the car, singing along to Run, Rudolph, Run. They've arrived home and it's time for bed. So Frank gets tucked up, and just as he's drifting off to sleep, they can hear the faint jingle bells of Santa's sleigh in the distance. But what animal is pulling Santa's sleigh?
Big old juicy locusts.
The big adult ones.
The big adult. He loves them.
My daughter hates those. She won't touch them. She calls them grandpa locusts.
No, he can catch them out of the sky, basically.
Awesome. Right, so Frank's woken up, and at the foot of the bed is a small but perfect little Christmas stocking with one perfectly little Christmas stocking-sized gift inside. What is that gift?
It's a tree stump to blend into.
But they are pretty good at camouflaging, actually, aren't they?
Yeah.
So everyone's feeling super Christmassy now. The presents have started to be unwrapped. So Frank comes running down the stairs fast as he can, and in the living room there is a glorious Christmas tree with loads of presents underneath it. However, normally on top of a tree in like human world, we have a star or an angel. But there's something a little bit different on top of the frilled dragon Christmas tree. So what's on top of the tree?
It's another frilled dragon, just checking for danger.
Like a meerkat on point, GT. I like it.
Yeah, he likes sitting up there nice and high.
Brilliant. So under the tree is a large present with Frank's name on it, and he cannot wait to unwrap it. So in a flurry of excitement, there's wrapping paper everywhere. All of a sudden, he stops and gasps, just looking in amazement as the present that was the idea that was right at the top of his Christmas list is sat there right in front of him. So what did Frank get for Christmas?
A pair of Jordans for his running feet. And he needs to, because he runs on his hind legs. So
yeah. Oh, I'm sure he'll run even quicker in Jordans.
Yes, he will do.
So the presents have all been unwrapped. They've had a bit of Bucks Fizz whilst they were doing that, and they've all enjoyed themselves. But now it's time for what I consider the main part of Christmas Day, and that is Christmas dinner time. So could you describe Frank, the Frilled Dragon's ultimate Christmas dinner?
Well, this one's an easy one because he just likes or loves a baby rat. So rats in blankets is probably his way forward.
Nice. To be fair, I love a pig in blanket, so I can see where he's coming from.
Don't we all?
Yeah, well, I had them for lunch today, actually. They're very, very nice. So everyone's had their fill, maybe a little bit too much food. So it's time to settle down on the sofa and watch a Christmas movie and let all that food go down. So what Christmas film are we watching today?
Has to be Home Alone because he just doesn't like anybody around.
Yeah. That's good. He's quite happy on his own.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's that? Everyone's feeling a little bit snacky still. So what is the go-to, like, mid-movie snack for Frank?
Morio worms, obviously. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. There's nothing better than a bowl of Morio worms whilst I'm enjoying it.
We all like it.
Yeah. So the film is over. Everyone's food's gone down nicely, and they've all had a bit of a relax. So it's now time for a Christmas tipple and an evening game. So what's Frank drinking, and what game are they playing this evening?
Well, to be fair, because he's always training to try and beat Linford Christie, he does like a nice bottle of mineral water. So he's non-alcohol. So because of the training.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so that's what he's on.
Yeah, and what sort of game is he playing this evening?
Well, he loves a game of Hungry Hippos.
Yeah, nice. I bet he's good. He's quick.
He's very quick. Yeah.
Speed is.
Use his tail to swish it all around.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So, what a day! Frank and the family have had a brilliant day, and really, there's only one thing left to do before bed, and that is sing the ReptiChat Christmas song. So, listeners and people watching, we're on day 3 today. It means we've got 3 animals, and it means the song goes on for slightly longer. Ben, there will be lyrics on screen. It's like karaoke. If you want to sing, feel free. It will be out of sync, and it will just be awful, but it's part of the fun.
I'm all over it. Let's do it.
Fantastic. So I'm going to push some buttons, and hopefully it will work, because I've been having some On the first day of Podmas, my guest is sent to me. Chondro perching in a tree. On the second day of Podmas, my guest is sent to me. 2 cheeky meerkats and a chondro perching in a tree. On the third day of Podmas, my guest is sent to me. 3 frilled dragons, 2 cheeky meerkats and a chondro perching in a tree. There we go. Relatively short and sweet. They only get worse as the week as the month goes on. So you got away with it there, really. But yeah, some of them are. It's awful as it gets better as it gets on. So that is pretty much us for today. All that's left to say is, listeners and viewers, if you want to find out more about Rocky Ridge Reptiles, there will be some information in the show notes below. If you are only listening, please go and check it out on YouTube, because Ben is wearing a massive T-Rex costume. And it looks absolutely ridiculous. It is deflating as well by the looks of it. So, ho, ho, ho. I hope you've all enjoyed today's podcast of Christmas. Tune back in a few days for the next episode. Until then, goodbye.
Bye now.